Can anybody hear me? I wonder if that's going to disappear every time I do that.
So we're going on the record in State of Arizona versus Lane Jeffrey Myers, CR 24013770. Record reflect the presence of Ms. Walker in person on behalf of the state. Presence of the defendant here in person, out of custody, standing behind the defense table. This is a time set for a status conference in the matter. However, before we start, at the previous court hearing, there were several misstatements and misrepresentations. It's incumbent upon the court to clarify and correct them, and to do so, expound the law. First, this court is a legal entity created by the Arizona State Constitution. The court is authorized by statutory law to preside over criminal cases within its specific and limited jurisdiction, which includes this case. The court's inherent authority to administer justice is ultimately derived from the consent of the governed. Accordingly, I preside over this court as a constitutional agent based on the acclamation of citizens who voted in the November 2020 election. I hold this office in public trust. The people have entrusted me with upholding the law, dignity, and honor of the Justice Court in Justice Precinct 6 in Pima County, Arizona. I have sworn an oath to do so, and I will continue to fulfill that oath until the end of my term. Therefore, not for my own sake, but for that of the public trust, I will enforce rules of courtroom decorum to maintain the dignity of the legal proceedings within this court's jurisdiction. Among those rules that will be enforced indiscriminately against all parties is that profanity will play no part in a party's presentation of their case. At the previous court hearing, the court attempted to repeatedly warn the parties against using such language, but decorum was repeatedly breached. Words have meaning. In a court of law, words allow participants to come to terms with each other and their environment. Precise terms define legal relationships and help the court adjudicate cases according to the common law tradition to arrive at truth. While lay individuals may bemoan the specialized development of legal terminology as jargon, it is better described as the language of the law. In this case, the state of Arizona has vowed that if defendant is convicted, it will seek a criminal penalty that, as construed by the Arizona Supreme Court, will deprive defendant of their liberty. Accordingly, defendant is entitled to legal representation from a licensed member of the Arizona State Bar, an individual whom the Arizona Supreme Court has determined has an adequate understanding of and ability to communicate in the language of the law. At the previous hearing, defendant, when told of this right, declined to exercise it, and instead avowed to the court that he intends to proceed pro se. As this term suggests, English is not the only natural language that has contributed to the language of the law. For example, many Latinate words and concepts have influenced common law jurisprudence. If the defendant continues to proceed pro se in this criminal matter, the court will hold defendant to the same standard as any other party, whether represented by a lawyer or not.
Is that audio a little better? I had it maxed out everywhere, but the screen. So yeah, we're listening to the kidnapping, Judge Ball right now. This is the day the kidnapping occurred, and we're just trying to get a sense: did Judge Ball in fact order this alleged kidnapping that everybody's talking about? So that's what I'm talking about here, everybody.
When presenting their case, parties and lawyers are not to use profanity in the courtroom. There was a suggestion at the previous hearing that enforcing such rules of decorum violated a person's, quote, First Amendment rights, end quote. This is simply not true. When determining the scope of a law or the constitutional rights of individuals, we must start with the text. The First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States of America declares that, quote, Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech, end quote. Of course, this court, in enforcing proper courtroom decorum, is not applying a law that the Congress of the...
And then just to I don't mean to dissect this as we're going, but I just want to point something out, and that is the fact that Congress shall make no law. We have to recognize the fact that Congress is who makes the laws. It's a new mic, so bear with me. Let me know if it's better or worse. Congress makes the laws. The judiciary doesn't make the laws. It's not courtroom decorum isn't a law. So this guy he's lost his marbles. He got his feelings hurt in the hearing before this, and now he's just lost his mind. Congress shall make no law. That's right. Congress shall make no law. They make the laws. You don't make the laws, so it doesn't matter anything that you got to say about it, buddy, because Congress shall make no laws. We have free speech. Period. That's how it goes. All right, let's get back to this.
United States of America made. Therefore, invoking the First Amendment in the context of enforcing courtroom decorum is inapplicable. Mr. Myers, if you could please have a seat. Nor does requiring proper courtroom
Are we at
decorum...
a Senate judiciary hearing, or am I hearing today? Because I have another hearing.
Mr. Myers, please don't interrupt the court. I'm making a record. Nor does requiring proper courtroom decorum infringe upon a person's freedom of speech. The Arizona Constitution explicitly states that, quote, every person may freely speak, write, and publish on all subjects, being responsible for the abuse of that right, end quote. Using profanity in the courtroom during a legal proceeding is an abuse of the right for which the court will hold the person responsible by finding them in direct contempt. The courtroom is not the street corner. In fact, in reviewing the facts of the seminal case Cohen v. California, 403 U.S. 15 from 1971, it's important to note that the defendant, Paul Robert Cohen, who, in an expression of a strongly held opinion on federal conscription, wore a jacket in the courthouse that contained profanity, voluntarily and responsibly took the jacket off when he entered the actual courtroom. The Supreme Court's opinion in Cohen specifically mentions that Mr. Cohen was only cited for wearing the jacket in the public corridors of the courthouse, which the Supreme Court found to be constitutionally protected speech. But even Mr. Cohen recognized that entering the courtroom was different. It was a difference in kind rather than a difference in degree. The court has the authority and the responsibility to ensure respect and decorum in the courtroom. Profane words are not allowed because they distract from the dignity of the legal proceedings, interfere with the communication between the court and the parties, impede the administration of justice, and ultimately waste time. It does not abridge a person's freedom of speech to prohibit their use in the courtroom. Any suggestion to the contrary is not rooted in facts, logic, or the law. Further, as a judicial officer, I have an ethical obligation to ensure that my presiding over these proceedings does not give off even the appearance of impropriety. To that end, there was a material misrepresentation on the record that needs to be corrected. At the previous hearing, the court asked defendant, quote, so you would not like the court to appoint you any counsel, is that correct, end quote. To which the defendant replied, quote, I don't need one of your fake kangaroo attorneys, no, end quote. The court responded, quote, and so again, Mr. Myers, if we can maintain decorum in the courtroom, end quote. The record then reflects that defendant immediately stated the following non sequitur, quote, like you said you'd had 9 years experience when you had 3, my wife actually trained you, end quote. First, I have never said such a statement in court. To the degree...
Is that a non sequitur, though? I wonder, is his ethics a non sequitur? Is the fact that he is honest, is that a non sequitur in that case? I don't know. It doesn't seem like a non sequitur. I don't know.
That I can infer that defendant is alluding to a statement on a website that indicated to the public that I had worked for the United States District Court for the District of Arizona in 2014, worked for the federal court in the Southern District of California in 2015, back at the federal court here in Tucson in 2016, 17, 18, 19, and into 2022, at which time I resigned my position to stand for a candidate in the election as Justice of the Peace, for which this seat that I have held on and before half of the people of the judicial precinct in 2021, 2022, 2023, and now here in 2024, the accusation that I only have 3 years of judicial experience is patently incorrect. My entire legal career has been spent as an employee of the judiciary, working with judges in chambers. Mr. Myers, if you could please have a seat.
Why isn't there Zoom right now?
Because this was ordered for an in-person court hearing, so Mr. Myers...
My family attend right now from Michigan.
Again, Mr. Myers, it was ordered for an in-person court hearing. If you could please have a seat.
All right, so Mr. Myers is in person, right? Mr. Myers appeared in person for his in-person hearing. That doesn't explain why the Zoom isn't available for his family, for the media. It's supposed to be available by law. That maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. That could be it. I might not know what I'm talking about at all.
Like I was saying, my entire legal career has been spent as an employee of the judiciary, working with judges in chambers and in the courtroom to administer justice as a judicial law clerk and now as a judicial officer. Next, before we proceed to the second half of the defendant's statement, which is also incorrect, I want to first explain from a decorum standpoint how the rest of the pretrial proceedings are going to play out in this case. The court will continue to fulfill its oath and execute its duty as a presiding officer in the courtroom. I will guide and direct the parties. The parties will speak directly to the court. They will not speak to each other. Only one person shall speak at any given time. When the court is speaking, everyone else shall remain quiet. The party shall remain seated unless they seek recognition to speak from the court. If a party wishes to add to the record, they shall silently stand and wait to speak until called upon by the court. Mr. Myers, if you're leaving, a warrant is going to issue for your immediate arrest.
Are we having a hearing today or letting you talk all day?
I
got a hearing at
Mr.
10.
Mr. Myers,
I have another hearing at 10. You're wasting my time.
Again, Mr. Myers,
This isn't your world. This is your
one
courtroom.
warning.
Where's the Zoom?
That you are violating the decorum of the court.
Why can't my family be on Zoom right now?
I've been explaining what the rules are.
There's no rule that my family can't attend on Zoom. Keep
Mr.
going.
Myers, if you keep interrupting, I'm going to hold you in direct contempt of court.
You don't scare me, bro. Let's do the hearing.
All right, I'm holding you in direct contempt of court at this time. If you can take him into custody, I'm going to, in the interest of justice, I'm appointing you a Mr. William Parvin to represent.
Okay. So now I know that Judge Ball said that he didn't order that he be taken, but we're gonna rewind it just so I can make sure I don't listen here, hold on for a second here. Listen, when I make an accusation, I want to be sure that I'm being honest and that I'm being truthful with what I'm saying here. So that when somebody says, oh, he did this for this reason or for that reason, I just want to look at the record. I just want to look at the record and deduce from the record what was said. But it sounded to me, let me know what you guys think, please. But it sounded to me like he said, if you could take him into custody. So he's sitting on his throne and he's got his CSOs, he's got his court security officers, and he looks down from his ivory tower and he says, if you could take him into custody. Let's rewind it and see if that's how it went down.
The hearing.
All right, I'm holding you in direct contempt of court at this time. If you can take him into custody, I'm going to, in the interest.
If you could take him into custody, thank you very much. The mic's new, so I got to get used to using the mic. If you could take him into custody, did you guys hear something other than if you could take him into custody? That's what I heard. I heard, if you could take him into custody. So here, I think we got an email. Let's see here. Where the heck is it? Okay, here we go. All right. This is the email from the judge. The judge sent an email to Reluctant Prophet, and we'll get back to the audio, don't worry guys, but he's suing Reluctant Prophet over saying that Lane was kidnapped. Now we'll get back to it, but I think we just heard the order for the kidnapping. If you could take him into custody. I think that was the order to kidnap Lane Myers. I think that's what we heard. But let's see. They will be reflected on the record. I was not the judge who court hearing or encourage a public record. He's really... Can you guys see that okay? He's really concerned about the public record and that we direct our attention to the public record. Did I miss it? Therefore, once the defendant was taken out of the courtroom, I had no further involvement in any decision regarding his detention. Okay, so this is Judge Ball attempting to absolve himself of all responsibility. He orders Lane be kidnapped, and this is not a jailable offense. So he can't order that Lane be taken into custody and taken to jail, even though that's what he does right here. He therefore, once the defendant was taken out of the courtroom, why was the defendant taken out of the courtroom? Why was the defendant that's a question that needs to get answered. Once the defendant was taken out of the courtroom, I had no further involvement. Washed my hands with this deal, but the question is, why and how was he taken out of the courtroom? Was he taken out of the courtroom on your order? Seems like a question that we need answered here. I don't know, guys.
Of Justice, I'm appointing you a Mr. William Parvin to represent you on your behalf, but I will set this then in front of another judge for a sentencing on the direct of contempt.
How is this my court hearing?
No.
This was a setup. I had a motion to hear today. I know, it's all good. Direct contempt. I'm not taking your point-appointed lawyer either. This is bogus. My family couldn't watch on Zoom, and you're going to sit here and give this speech?
Place your hands behind your back.
I am. I'm just zipping my shit up. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Why would I get arrested for... This is so crazy. This is such an embarrassment to the court. 9 years. You lied on your website, bro. You have been a judge for 3 years. This is super tight, bro. Super tight.
I'll answer it.
Where are we going?
But right here, straight.
This is a setup, and I knew about it ahead of time.
This time the defendant's been taken into custody, no longer in the courtroom. We stand adjourned in this matter.
You think we stand adjourned in this matter, but Samantha Walker gets all in a tizzy.
Are you kidding me?
Just right now, I saw him with his camera phone.
I apologize, Your Honor. Is there an individual who's recording?
The tall guy had his camera phone. Yeah, that's the judge typing, or the judge's somebody up
Your
there.
Honor, I do need to go on the record again on this case. There's an individual who is currently video recording with his phone, which is strictly prohibited by Rule 122. He is not using a personal audio device. He is using a recording device, which is specifically outlined as a smartphone. He's outside the courtroom right now. I just want to put that on the record. That is not permissible.
It's happening outside my direct presence. The state, of course, have the right to file a complaint if they believe an individual has committed a crime.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Walker.
So why does she need to go back on the record? What the hell does that have to do with Mr. Meyer's case? Somebody else is recording in the courtroom, and Your Honor, we need to go back on the record. Samantha she's so dumb, but there's her number, guys. That's her direct line. So if you want to ask her about here, let's see. I know that we're getting off on a tangent here, but it's important that we don't, let her skate on these things either. So let's see, what is it? Rule 3.8. Do this. What do we got? Special responsibilities of a prosecutor. Okay, so right now there's 2 open cases. Everything else Lane has destroyed. He's just destroyed them. There's 2 open cases. One is booing while other people clap. Booing while other people clap at a city commission or city whatever meeting. So we know that's trash, right? And then there's the U-turn case, and come on, we know that that's a bunch of bullshit too. But let's just touch on this real quick. Okay, so prosecutor in a criminal case shall refrain from prosecuting a charge that the prosecutor knows is not supported by probable cause. Okay. Are you allowed to clap while other people boo? Are you allowed to display displeasure while people are displaying pleasure? I know that it seems like a common sense answer, but apparently Pima County things are different. Okay, so B we don't need to worry about because he's a better attorney than all of them, right? Right to counsel and the opportunity to obtain counsel, yeah. Not seek or obtain representative accuser waiver, pretrial rights, such as the right to a preliminary hearing. I don't know that he's gotten all of his hearings. Make timely disclosure. Are we joking? I wonder. I think she finally did. I think she finally did release the evidence in this case after 2 or 3 court orders, but. I mean, that's crazy on its own, right? It's crazy on its own, the prosecution size. But look at Judge Ball, and then, it's not just Judge Ball. It's judges everywhere. We've got here. Let's see if we can get this up. Second Amendment. So that. We got this. So it's judges everywhere. It's judges everywhere. So this is Catherine Henry's case, where this is an 81 page writ that she wrote pro se. 81 pages. Okay, her attention to detail it's ridiculous. Okay, so come on, let me scroll here. And at the very bottom, there's requirements, right? We know about some of the requirements, but there's different requirements for different things. And what we have here is she actually went through and let the court know, okay, that the document conforms with everything. The limit is 13,000 words. 13,000 words. Okay, so 13,000 words. She's got 1295. And what does What does the court say? Does the court read it? So does the court read it? Let's see. Court doesn't read it. Inasmuch as the Florida Rules Appellate Procedure blah 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 must not exceed 13,000 words. So they didn't read it to find out if it had 13,000 words, right? Petitioner shall 20 days to redo it. 20 days to redo an 81-page document. Okay. So they filed. They say, hey, that's ridiculous. Let's get this emergency motion filed. So they file the emergency motion. Say, hey, listen, what the hell are you talking about? It wasn't that many words. Is this the one with the pictures? Yeah. So word count. So she goes through and tells you, okay, we got 13,000 word count, but it's not. It's including the table of contents, the certificate of compliance, the certificate of service, the signature block. Those are things that are not included in the word count, right? Those are not included in the word count for purposes of determining it. So there we go. 1,294, but they didn't even read it. They just said, oh, looks like it's a little long, so we're going to just deny this. So she goes through, makes the case that you're wrong. You're wrong. It's not 13,000 or whatever you're saying. It's 12,000, like I said at the bottom of the original petition. And what does the court say? Here, let's poll the audience. Let's poll the audience. Let me know, guys. What do you guys think? Did they say, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. We didn't even think about those things that, that are part of the law. What did they do? What's going on, Rebel Rouser? What's going on, chat? I didn't even say hi to the chat. Look at me. I'm so bad, guys. I'm not going to scroll all the way back up to the top, but welcome in, chat. Thank you for joining us today. So we got this. Do we have a consensus in here? Is the consensus that there's no consensus? Nobody voted, but that's okay because we all know what happened. They denied it because that's what they do. They deny it. We're talking about, Catherine coming off a double mastectomy. The lady has gone through the fucking grinder, and does the court even give a reason? Did they even give a reason? Oh, I'm not even showing it. Sorry, guys. Did they even give a reason? They fucking deny it. There we go. Denied. Extension of time to denied. So they got 25 days from November 25th. Found in my watch. It's the 19th. So it's probably today or something. Something terrible. So that's what's. It's not just Judge Ball losing his marbles, although Judge Ball has lost his marbles. So here's these judges. We got John whatever. Let's see if we can do this. Got that guy. Got this guy. We got this guy. These people have no compassion. They have no compassion. They're sworn to uphold the law, but they don't even read the law. They don't even make sure that they're following the law. They do whatever the fuck they want. They don't care. They do whatever they want. The Paige, she does whatever she wants. Scott does whatever the fuck he wants. Eric does whatever the fuck he wants. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the 81-page document is supposed to be 13,000 words and it's 12,996 words. If it appeared to be more than 13,000 to these esteemed justices, it makes me so sick. It makes me so fucking angry. So it's not just in rabble rousers in the chat. It's not just these guys, right? We got Jill Gillette out in what is it, Elk County? Is that what it is? Elk County. This prosecutor, this unethical prosecutor, another unethical prosecutor. Which one's the best one? Rabble rouser? Which one is the one? Can we get to perjured testimony? Is this when Jill? Yeah, here we go.
They are constantly on live stream. I do not access their live streams, Facebook pages, anything of the such.
Well, then how the hell do you know about it, Jill? You're supposed to ignore this shit. You're supposed to ignore it. You're supposed to be above it. Judge Ball, you're supposed to be above it.
I've been sent numerous links, still shots. I don't care to look at those because I know, pursuant to the law through the Phelps case, that what's on their pages is their pages. But when it crosses the line to come...
Right. This is not an opening or closing argument. This is testimony. So
right.
Testimony in regards to factual basis or facts is what
Correct.
This portion is for.
And the fact...
Just so you guys know, we still got Ball typing away in the background, so I know that I'm all over the place, but I'm not completely off it. So just to move away from, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's coast to coast, sea to shining sea. The corruption is everywhere, and nobody. I don't know. I don't know how to do anything about it, right? I don't have the legal knowledge that like Lane has to check these people and put them in their place like that. Prophet doesn't. He's in the same boat. He's observing this and saying, what the hell is going on? Let's document this. Let's show the world what's happening. And what does he get for it? What does he get for it? Where did I put that? I don't think I redacted anything from that. So, fuck, guys. Alright. Let's do this. Paul lawsuit. Oh, I could have opened up the link. That's what I should have done. But we got this guy. So the judge orders that Lane be kidnapped. He attempts to do I have this somewhere? I do have it somewhere. Let's go back to the email actually. Sorry for that, Prophet. I didn't mean to fucking show you the whole world your email. Let's do this. All right. Let's do this. All right, so listen, I don't mean to rehash this, but I think that the more people that see this, the better, because what's going on, the whole world needs to, the whole world needs to see what's going on out here, because we've got judges suing independent journalists because they got their feelings hurt. They got their feelings hurt. That's what's going on. He got his feelings hurt, and because he got his feelings hurt, still some here we go. I understand there's still some public confusion over this information, the information about his website. Yeah. Let's read this. Construed to imply blah blah blah. Okay. On my campaign website that was taken down well before the hearing. Was it taken down before he made that accusation? Does anybody know that? Was the website down prior to Lane accusing the esteemed Judge Ballsac of being unethical? Oh, really?
Can we go outside and talk, Pitt?
Yeah, we can go outside. Yeah, I have no business.
Lobby.
Yeah, I have no business to be in here.
Yeah, you do. Go back in.
I know we can be in the court lobby. Come on, man. So what I'm saying is that Judge Ball put a guy in jail, kidnapped him. He's on the internet, and then what?
Everybody knows that he got kidnapped. But Judge Ball's trying to pretend that didn't happen. Well, why is there no record of it? Why is there no record where'd the contempt charge go? Where's the contempt charge? What happened to the contempt charge?
2 days later, there's a lawsuit for another guy that helped another guy that won a case. And now the judge is suing him because he put the judge on the internet? Well, you know what?
I understand.
Mr. Judge Ball, you're probably looking at my fucking internet. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, bro.
In the community.
Yeah, bro. Judge Ball, you're a piece of shit. I don't think that. Here, bring it in. Judge Ball, you are a piece of human waste. You are garbage. You're garbage. You need to resign. A judge that behaves like this has no business being on the bench. You know, I've got my case, my Social Security case that's been going on for over a year. I've got the verdict on that tomorrow. But you notice I haven't made any videos about my judge being a dumb moron. And you know why that is? Because my judge has actually acted and behaved with honor, in my opinion. So I'm not going to put a guy on blast if he, to me, appears to be doing the right thing. Judge Ball had a man kidnapped, and then said that, and then he absolved himself of any responsibility after he ordered it to be done. He absolves himself of any responsibility. He left the courtroom. Judge Ball says. Let's find out exactly what Judge Ball says. Okay. As you may be aware, the Consolidated Justice Court does not have self-governance. Its administration is controlled by the Pima County Superior Court, pursuant to an administrative order from the Chief Justice of the Arizona Supreme Court. Therefore, once the defendant was taken out of the courtroom, okay, so that's the question that needs to get answered, Judge Ball. How and for what reason was the defendant taken out of the courtroom? You've got to answer for that. You don't get to say, I had no further involvement. I don't know what happened after that. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But it does matter because you just kidnapped him, bro. You kidnapped him. You fucking kidnapped him. That's what happened. You kidnapped him. Everybody knows you kidnapped him. All over the world, everybody knows you kidnapped him. Look at this. We got more.
He's gonna come for you.
Talking
You know,
about
we're gonna, you know, legally. You know what I'm saying? Legally, we're gonna get that's bullshit. And now he's taking a week off, and then tell the guy, hey, I gotta.
Oh, he's taking some time off. You say? He's taking some time off. Hey guys. Judge Ball, is it an early Christmas for Judge Ball? Holy shit. Alright, I gotta go back and watch this one, but holy shit. Vacation time for Judge Ball, apparently. You gotta be shitting me. Alright, so anyway, he absolves himself of any responsibility and then he tells reluctant prophet, you better get your story straight. You better be telling people the truth. You better be telling people the truth. And he says this. I don't want to scroll. Yeah, I don't want to scroll too far. Because 2 days later, I'm gonna sue you. But has anything improved? Coffee got cold. Yeah. Are they gonna come out, Michael? Are they gonna come out and grab you? Are they gonna get you next? Are they gonna get Nico and Sai? Are they? I don't know if this is unprecedented. I don't know if it's unprecedented, but geez, man. Jeez. I wonder if I can get that. Here, bear with me for a second, guys. How do I look it up? Alright, where is he? I was looking for that Judge Ball video of him looking like he's 7 years old. Dude's insane. Dude's crazy. So I'll put these guys back in the description too. But if you guys are sending emails, let them know how horrible of a job you think they're doing. Like, if it's legitimate, give a reason, right? Give a legit reason why you're doing it. Don't be sneaky and snaky like this, you know? What do we got? I'll have to go back to the beginning of Totag's video to see if he found out if Judge Ball's vacation. I mean, I guess we all know. We all know it was an emergency vacation, right? Grabbing the wrong computer thing. All right. Well, I think that's all we got. I could probably spend a really long time dissecting Judge Ball, but keep it short and sweet. Anybody got any questions before we head out? I appreciate everybody coming in here.
Escort, which was Deputy Joe Ruff. They are constantly on live stream. I do not.
Crispy, did Lane get arrested a second time? That's a tough question. With regard to what event, Lane is free right now. Lane's free right now. He's actually had two more of his charges dismissed. So yeah, it's going quite good for him. He's really, if you think about it, he's only got the two really big winners left. The two that you would think have the absolute least teeth to them. Thank you, Gregory. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean the booing case. Are they really they're gonna bring the mayor up and put her on the stand? Is that is that really what they're gonna do? Is that the plan? So I don't see that that's going anywhere. And the booing case, or I'm sorry, not the booing, the U-turn case. Once Shannon's injunction gets overturned, I mean, one, it shouldn't exist anyway. He did a U-turn in a parking lot. I don't even know if he got into a parking lot or if it was just the entrance to a parking lot. But either way, it certainly wasn't a violation of an injunction. It's good news about the other charges dismissed. Yeah, the only ones that are left are the booing case and the U-turn case. So, yeah, dude, Jill's dumb as fuck.
Not access their live streams, Facebook pages, anything of the such. I've been sent numerous links.
I don't think so, Bassfoot.
I don't care to look at those because I know.
Oh, you guys want to hear some other audio though? Here, hold on. I've got some more court audio in my bag of tricks over here. So we've heard that Lane has an injunction, right? Shannon got an injunction against him, and then we watched the video. Where he I can't remember the judge's name. Was it Roberts? The dabbler, whoever the dabbler was. Crispy, appreciate that, bro. Thank you. And I agree. I agree. We need so many citizen journalists out here overwhelming these people into doing the right thing. You know, if we were simply diligent, we wouldn't be in this mess. But we're in this mess because we got caught sleeping, guys, for sure, big time. All right, let's see. So we heard the 2 or 3 hour marathon where Lane dismantled Shannon, and then the judge still sided. But we didn't ever hear, or I don't think we ever heard, how that injunction got granted. How did we get to the point that Lane Jeffrey Myers even has an injunction against him? So I got that audio. We should give that a listen and see. Let's see what the basis of the injunction was. We heard about what the basis of the injunction was, right? We heard her testify to it during. I'm not sure if it's just a hearing. I'm not sure if it's something more than a hearing, but yeah. So let's get into the court hearing where Lane wasn't present. So Lane wasn't present. This is the hearing where they granted the actual injunction. So we're going to hear all about the facts. We're going to hear everything that Shannon has to allege about Lane. I have a feeling it's going to be really good, guys. Here we go. I'll try to skip through some of the dead space, but we got action on the front end, so here we go.
All right, we are on the record in C20246114.
Oh, Mark. So I will answer that question before we get into... Actually, Mike is clipping. What does that even mean? What does Mike is clipping mean? Maybe I should hold that for after. I thought it might be smart to say it now, but let's just listen to it first.
Ma'am, state your name, please.
Shannon Walker.
All right, could you please stand and raise your right hand to be sworn in?
You solemnly swear to speak the truth.
Wait, hold on for a second. I think I might have heard a different case number at the beginning there. Let's just make sure that I didn't. Let's just make sure that I'm hearing what I think I'm hearing. What do you guys think? Okay, Brick. Yours is clipping. Can you tell me what clipping is? Am I clipping on anybody else? Because sound is important. We've had some really bad streams over here where the sound has been garbage. Direct D gave me this microphone, so shout out to Christopher Ruff hooking me up with some sound. I appreciate that sincerely. Let's get back to this tape though. Sounds like the sound's good. All right, let's listen to this case number because we're here for this case number. This is the case number that the injunction is under. Okay, so this is the one.
All right, we are on the record in C20246114. Ma'am, state your name, please.
Shannon Walker.
All right, could you please stand and raise your right hand to be sworn in?
You solemnly swear to speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes. Okay, what did you want to do with this one?
So originally, when I filed my injunction, I have 2 minor children. They were listed on it.
Did you guys just hear that? Did you guys hear that? Guys, did you just hear that? She works at the university. Oh no, I think she was at Utah. Maybe that was Stacy Jane. But did you guys hear that? She's got kids, guys. She said it. She said it, boys. Boys and girls.
I came back today to have that amended, and their names are still listed. And my understanding is that the defendant can ask for those documents. My concern, given his pattern behavior, is that he will display their names and encourage people to. He will incorporate that into his content. So I would like to dismiss that order and start a brand new one.
Okay, so we heard a whole bunch of nonsense, but we did hear dismiss the order and start a new one. So a couple things going on here. We definitely have to track down the dismissed order, which I've tracked down. We need to track down the dismissed order, figure out what that was all about, and then it'll be very important to listen from here on in for what the basis of the injunction is that we're here for. So.
Well, with the same allegation.
Correct, exactly. That's what I was advised to do, is the only way to be able to protect that.
Which were what? Which were what? You need to attest to the allegations, right? You need to they made Lane talk about they made him attest to it. They made what's her name? Why is her name O'Reilly's? Help me out, chat. Mackenzie. They made Mackenzie. Remember, the judge even said, "Now, are you sure he had a gun?" Oh yeah, he had a gun. But they just said, what? With the same allegations? Well, what the hell were those?
Correct, exactly. That's what I was advised to do, is
Who advised you?
Well, with the same allegation.
Correct, exactly. That's what I was advised to do, is the only way to be able to protect that. My hope is that the original, the one that has been canceled or will be canceled, will be sealed, so that's not information that is available to anyone.
Nobody cares about your kids, Shannon. Nobody cares.
Well, that's interesting.
It is interesting. Nobody cares, though.
Because typically when someone files an order of protection and it's granted, and then they dismiss it, an order of protection or injunction against harassment, and then they dismiss it, that's it.
Right.
So,
if there was a way to remove my...
Right, but I want special treatment. You don't understand. I'm from Judge, Your Honor. Bring it in here, guys. Your Honor. But I'm here for the special treatment and the privileges, because I'm also, look, hey, Judge, look, I'm also from the University of Arizona, James E. Rogers College of Law too. So give me some special treatment.
Minor children's names from the original. I would be very happy to do that, but I was advised by the people downstairs that that is not possible. So this is
not possible. People downstairs giving legal advice that I'm sure nobody else would be getting.
The approach that I was advised to do.
She's probably lucky that her kids aren't old enough to be on YouTube watching the show, Teresa. How can you imagine when they find these videos later in life, how mortified they're going to be? I mean, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
Did you already submit it?
I did. I filled out, my understanding is they said that hopefully we could dismiss the original one and then have my new injunction against harassment petition approved. And I understand it's kind of a unique situation, but hopefully one that you can see might be warranted based on the pattern of behavior.
Guys, I want to, guys, I got to bring us back here. I got to bring us back to who is the judge. I'll have to rewind, or I'll have to look at the request to see who the judge is. We got to rewind to back to Judge Ball. I just got, where is it? I just got an order, or not an order, I just got a notice. I just got this notice. Notice, in chambers, the court has received the attached media requests, one of which was mine. This matter is set to go forward on December 26th at 11 a.m. The requests are timely. I'm happy to report I have submitted a timely request per 122 of the rules of Arizona Supreme Court. Per the rule 122C3, the court is notifying the parties of the request. Should either party object, they must do so pursuant to C3 and C4. Absent a compelling reason not to, the court's intention to live stream the proceedings, y'all. Judge Ball. Oh, shit, Judge Ball. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, Judge Ball. It's not going to be good, bro. It's not good. This isn't good for you, bro. The whole world, Judge Ball. The whole fucking world, bro. Because you're so dumb. You're so dumb. You're going to sue him? You're going to sue him? You're going to sue him. That's what you're telling me? That's what you're telling me, huh? Let's see what he's going to sue him over. I want to see what he's going to sue him over. It looks like Toe Tag's live again. What's he suing him over? Where is it?
Five fucking 12-861. It is not. Motherfuckers stood there and let those Pima County Corrections deputies take me to the Pima County Jail for a charge that is not bookable. You fucked up. Me for 1 fucking second, you're gonna be on another fucking lawsuit. You motherfuckers took me to jail on a criminal charge that you cannot be booked on. You fucked yourselves. Fucking morons. Wanna be fucking cops. Wanna be fucking cops. Wanna be fucking... Y'all motherfuckers are two-faced cunts, and you got something coming. You got a big piece of paper with your fucking name on it, Brandon and Rich. You dumb motherfuckers stood there and let those Pima County Corrections deputies take me to the Pima County Jail for a charge that is not bookable. You fucked up.
All right, so Reluctant Prophet sees this. He sees this live after Lane is released from the dungeon. Right? He listens to that where Lane says, I was kidnapped. Then he talks to Rich about the kidnapping, and now he's going to get sued. Now he's going to get sued for it. But I'm sorry, Francis. We're all going to be able to see it. The whole world, bro. The whole world's going to see it. You're not going to be able to run and hide from this one like the other day where you closed down the Zoom. You're not going to be able to close down the Zoom this time. You're not going to be able to hide. All your friends, bro. All your friends. I don't even know if you have any friends. All of your friends are going to see this. They're all going to see it. They're all going to see it. And they're going to say, dude's a judge? Is he serious? He's suing this journalist? Is this judge serious? Dude, your career is over. Your political aspirations, bro, they're done. They're done, bro. You are so cooked. You are so fucking cooked. It's not even funny. Alright, so I just got that in the email box, or I just saw it, so I needed to let you guys know about that, but that is very exciting news. Alright, let's get back to this audio, and then I'm going to get out of here. Vacation. Vacation. Yeah. I bet his vacation started a couple days early. I bet it wasn't a pre-planned vacation. This fucking guy.
All right, so I've indicated that this was refiled due to a mistake in the process.
What? What was the mistake in the process? More special treatment. More special treatment from the University of Arizona judges. Why the special treatment? Yeah, that's right, Koski. If you could take him into custody. But I didn't. But not me. He left the courtroom. Once he left the courtroom, it wasn't on me anymore. I was done. I was safe.
Thank you.
Let's listen to that again.
All right, so I've indicated that this was refiled due to a mistake in the process.
Well, what the fuck?
Thank you.
What was the mistake?
So I will grant the injunction against harassment.
Which clip concerns citizen? Which one? Right?
The court has jurisdiction over the parties and the subject matter. The plaintiff has appeared today. Defendant is not present.
He wishes he was.
The court finds that multiple acts of harassment have occurred.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. How? Whoa, 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 whoa. Huh? How did they do that? Did you guys hear about it? Did you hear any? Did you hear any? What the fuck? What?
The court finds that multiple acts of harassment have occurred.
What? How? Where? Where at?
The court finds that multiple acts of harassment have occurred. Defendant is to have no contact with the plaintiff.
You're texting me, is what you're saying? Oh, alright, I got you.
30%. That's so many disability claims.
No. No, Ruin Zifra. What, can I play this on my channel? Here we go.
Sawyer. Everybody calls me Psycho. Any of you guys call me Francis, and I'll kill you. Just made of this, buddy. And I don't like nobody touching my stuff. So just keep your meat hooks off. If I catch any of you guys in my stuff, I'll kill you. Also, I don't like nobody touching me. Now, any of you homos touch me, and I'll kill you.
up, Francis.
Lighten up, Francis. Lighten up.
Sightings in...
Lighten up. Lighten up, Francis. You're a judge, for Christ's sakes. You're a judge. You can't take it, bro? Come on.
Defendant is not to go to or near the plaintiff's residence.
Will I get one for
Defendant
that?
is not to go
Maybe.
to or near the plaintiff's place of employment. All right, so this will need to be served,
Of course.
and it's effective for 1 year from the date
Thank
of
you, concerned
service.
citizen.
So the same terms apply. He'll be able to ask for a hearing if he wants to.
He'll be able to ask for a hearing, but he won't be able to request the audio from the hearing where he was accused. He won't be able to do that because magically Judge Ball's on vacation. Oh yeah. Well yeah, we're gonna get to the bottom of that one though. Okay. Sure thing. Interesting. Alright, I don't even remember what I was doing. What was I going to do? I don't even know what I was going to do.
Your Honor, one question. Is the same requirement of not being allowed to post about me on social media included in this?
Let me double check. Go back.
Thank you.
Do I get to strip people of their First Amendment rights? Please, Your Honor. Let me take this man's First Amendment rights away. Because why? Why again? Warren, I hope you got your supplies ready, bud. If it happens, it happens. I put on the best defense that I could, and that's that, bro. That's it. I was willing to risk something for what I thought was right. So I'm glad that you're real strong in the YouTube comments, standing up for what's righteous and what's good. But you're right, man. We'll see. Maybe you'll be able to have that party, and I'll get thrown in the dungeon like Henry did. I don't know, Flash. I don't know how I can support him more. You know what I mean? Other than giving the guy money, but what's happening to him is no. Warren's a troll. He's serious as a heart attack.
So I've indicated defendant shall have no contact with plaintiff through any form of social media. Defendant is prohibited from posting any messages or content regarding the plaintiff via any social media platform.
Thank you.
What? Why and how? Yeah, Warren's, he's not, I think, Warren, where did you come from? Did I inherit you from Rogue? I imagine I inherited you from Rogue when Rogue started sharing my stuff. Lucky Raven, which judge? Which judge? This judge just ordered an injunction, but we didn't hear any accusations of harassment. No instances were mentioned. Nobody testified as to any occurrences of harassment. So I don't know how this injunction was granted, but here we are.
And Your Honor, one final question. When it comes to having the original documents sealed because of the information, is that something I would discuss today, or is that something I would talk to another department about?
She already said that she couldn't do anything about it, and then she said that what would she say? That okay, we got to end that one, and we're going to start a new one because it was a mistake in the process. I didn't hear a mistake in the process. I heard that Shannon committed an error, but that's not a mistake in the process. Her errantly putting her kids on something that she didn't want her kids on, that's not a mistake in the process. That's her and her lack of forethought before she put her kid's name on a public document. Give me a break, bro.
Once it's dismissed, I'm not sure if it can be sealed once it's dismissed.
The people I spoke to.
And keep in mind, it's already been dismissed. Already been dismissed. We're talking about, so right now we're here on case number 6114. Okay? It's already been dismissed. This judge that doesn't have the power to go back and seal something, she's going to go back and seal it. They're going to make sure it gets done. Don't worry. Don't worry. When the judge's friends come in, there's special rules. There's special rules, and they're not available to the people that aren't in the club. And if you're not in the club, well, then you don't even get justice by the law. You get justice by their feelings. You get justice by whatever they decide. But it isn't justice by the law. That was made clear with the dabbler in this exact case, right? Oh, I just dabble in the First Amendment. Well, why are you making decisions about First Amendment cases if you just dabble with the First Amendment? Huh? What? That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. That reason alone to recuse yourself. Say, listen, I should be an expert on the First Amendment. It's the foundation of all law. But I don't know everything, so I'm gonna pump the brakes, and I'm not gonna make a decision on this one because I don't know enough. That'd be an integrity move in my estimation. But that's not how it works. They don't work by the law. They do whatever the fuck they want. They do whatever they want. And Lane is exposing them, and they hate it. They fucking hate
Originally, they thought that might be possible. I just didn't know if I needed to ask you about it while you're here today. But if it's not something that would typically happen here, I can definitely figure it out.
So you should...
JC, yeah. I've got some more audio that we're going to go to after this audio on this. But on the other case number that they're pretending is missing, well, we found some of it. We know all of it exists, but they're playing games because that's what they do. They play games.
File a motion. You can file a motion.
Okay.
With the court to seal documents and for maybe a protected address.
Maybe.
Okay.
Those might be possibilities.
Okay.
Literally.
Thank you.
Literally, day one in law school. Day one in law school. The First Amendment. Okay, maybe it's not day one. Maybe you read the Constitution first, right? And then you get to the amendments. But it's in that first week, right? You would think, hey, let's hammer this one. Let's hammer this one pretty hard. You know, at least these first 10. Flash in the pan. I don't know that AB's deflecting any. I admittedly I'm not sure what he said in the chat, so I probably shouldn't even say it. But I don't know why somebody wouldn't support Henry. Henry seems like a very knowledgeable person. I might not agree with all of his political leanings, but that certainly isn't a reason that I want to see the guy put in the dungeon for 500 days for the acts of other people. And I don't even know if those acts, the ones that were done by other people, I don't even know if they were illegal. Unless there were true threats. All of that stuff was constitutionally protected also. So I don't know why. I know why. I'm possibly not doing more for him, like doing videos for him. I got enough going on. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, I got a lot going on. All right, so I apologize that I can't do more, or that I'm not doing more, but I'm doing what I can on the things that I know the most about. Like, I know, to say that I am very familiar with the Lane Myers cases, that's pretty accurate. For the most part, I know what's going on. So to try to, and I know I can't even say this with any certitude, like the stuff that's going on out in Lawrence, Kansas, like I was more on top of that. Like the stuff that's going on here with Catherine, it's everybody that is doing this seriously, that's trying to do something, is being met with resistance like this, and it's just a lot to it's a lot to keep up with. It's a lot to stay on top of. And then I got my my own shit. You know what I mean? I got all the horse shit. Yeah, fucking Edison. Holy smokes. Yeah, I got the stuff going on in DeLand. I got the Social Security case tomorrow. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's bad out there. It's bad out there. Here, hold on. Hey, Catherine, you're live on the internet, so don't say anything that you don't want the whole world to know. You want me to call you back?
Yeah, call me back because I need to talk to you about the court order that just came out in your case.
Oh, a court order just came out in my case, huh? Is it bad?
It's interesting. So I forwarded you the email. It's just one of those endorsements in the body of the email. It doesn't look like it's a separate document.
Okay.
So, and then I needed to talk to you about, no document attached. It says, and then I just wanted to touch base with you about our travel plans to Orlando.
All right. I'll get off this live and then I'll give you a call.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Thanks.
Yep, bye.
Bye. All right. Well, supplement. No document attached. Okay, so there's nothing. Must file supplemental notice by 5 p.m. today. All right, so I don't know what that's about, but there's nothing on the docket yet, so that's that. Leslie, what is up? I heard your message, Leslie. I'm gonna try to give you a call back today. Okay. Oh, let's finish this up. Catherine threw me for a loop, telling me there was activity on my case.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm looking at pulling up the other one. So I'm going to quash the other one.
She's going to quash the other one that's already been dismissed. So the other one's already been dismissed, but she's going to quash it. She's going to quash it, guys. It's totally normal. They do it every day. They reopen it, and then they quash it.
I did indicate on this hearing order that dismissed injunction is ordered sealed.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Hopefully that will.
I appreciate it.
I would follow up to see
I will.
if
I
that
will.
was done.
All right, let's track down this other call and then I gotta go.
Let's see. Someone can tell me if I'm not supposed to do that.
Thank you. Oh, great. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you both. I hope you have a good evening.
Okay. Maybe it's not in that. Oh boy. Alright guys, I don't know. Let's see if it's here. Bear with me for a second. Yeah, this is live. What time? Alright, let me see if I can find this audio. View all results. Let's do that. All right. It's probably gonna take too long to find it. Who's saying the audio is bad? I wasn't even saying anything for the audio to be bad. You want me to put on the other one while I look for this one? Although I'll do that for a minute. I don't know how long I've been live. Let's see. Gotta keep this under 2 hours. Gotta do that, guys. Gotta do that. Alright, we'll listen to this for a minute while I'm looking for the other one. No, it wasn't audio with Catherine I was looking for. It was audio about the earlier, about the other number, the hearing that was, what was it, dismissed, closed and dismissed, and then reopened and sealed, and
A contested hearing on an injunction against harassment. Case name is Walker versus Myers, civil case number C 2024-6114. If the plaintiff could tell us who she is.
Yes, my name is Shannon Walker.
And are you representing yourself?
Yes, I am.
The defendant, could you tell us who you are?
Lane Myers.
All right, and are you representing yourself?
And the people, yes, sir.
All right, thank you for being here. A couple things to address. Mr. Myers, my understanding is that you've asked to use a...
No, I didn't ask, I gave notice.
Thank you. You gave notice.
I'm not going to start an argument with you about it either.
Sir, if you could not interrupt me,
Okay.
Sometimes I talk slow. Let me get through what I'm going to say, and then I'll let you respond.
Thank you.
You have requested, given notice, to use a personal recording device. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
And are you recording right now?
I am, sir.
And what I would ask is that you not record anything when I'm not in the courtroom. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm keenly aware of the rules, sir.
So are you willing to follow that rule?
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Your Honor, the gentleman in the back also has a recording device due to return off.
Why you got to do that? He turned it off as soon as you asked him to.
Sir?
No, this is the game. She put her hands on me too.
You talk to me, you don't talk to my staff. Do you understand that?
All right. Well, tell her not to put her hands on defendants.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right.
I'm talking to you.
If you are not able to follow my rules, I will ask you to leave. Do you understand that?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And there is someone in the back who has the recording on?
Not yet. I'm putting it on right now. As of 1:22, I'm going to audio record.
And will you keep that off when I'm not in the courtroom, please?
Yes, it was off when I came in.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
We also had some requests. Some people wanted a link so they could listen in on it. We gave them that link.
Thank you.
To be able to
Hopefully there's people on Google then. Zoom.
No one has joined.
Your Honor?
Yes.
I do have an objection to recording prepared.
There's no objections allowed under 122H.
Sir?
Don't even go there with me.
This is the last time I'm going to tell you. If you're interrupting people, I'm going to ask you to leave. We need to take turns talking. What's the objection?
So my injunction specifically does not allow Mr. Myers to post anything, create any sort of content about me on social media. So by recording right now on his YouTube channel, I believe he is violating the injunction as it's written. I also want to add that the judge can deny a request to record or live stream a proceeding in the courtroom if the recording will negatively impact a party's right to privacy, safety, or well-being, or based on any other factor affecting the administration of justice. Arizona Supreme Court Rule 122D.
We're under H. These people need to get their mind right.
I'm happy to provide you with
Sir, I'm going to ask you to leave the courtroom for 5 minutes because you are not following the
Time
rules.
out.
5 minutes.
You are interrupting.
Time out,
You can
Lane.
come back in 5 minutes. If you're able to follow the rules when you come back in, you can stay.
Are you
Time
going
out.
to
Putting you in time out, Lane. All right. Let's see if I got a couple different choices here. Let's see if this is it.
This is Allie.
Hey, call me paranoid, but I didn't want to send an email.
Yeah, but then she goes into names can't be. I think I can hear her typing or what.
How procedure would work, and then I'm going to read
Of order protections on the Arizona.
All right, that one's not it.
Thank you, sir.
We'll move this over to our courtroom services department to get that processed for you. Calling in regards to a audio request you had made to us.
I don't know, guys. Maybe that one's it.
Can you hear me? Yes, Shannon Walker. All right, thank you. Could you please stand and raise your right?
Okay, here we go. So, let's go back to the orders here. Okay, so 114. We just listened to this. This was the audio.
Defendant is not to go to or near the plaintiff's residence. The court has jurisdiction over the parties and the sub. All right, so I've indicated that this was refiled due to a mistake in the process.
Mistake in the process. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what we got going on with the mistake in the process here.
right, I have it on speaker. And, speaker. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right, I have you on speaker. Oh, I'm knocking things off my computer. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works.
Thank you.
All right, we are on the record in C20246055.
You guys notice anything different there? Did you guys notice anything different there? It appeared that that was a different phone number. Or I'm sorry, that was a different case
Ma'am,
number.
can you state your name for me, please? Yes, Shannon Walker. All right, thank you.
Oh, I'm knocking things off. All right, I have you on speaker.
Let's listen to that again.
Oh, I'm
We're
knocking
listening
things off
for
my computer.
2024
All right.
6114.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works.
Thank you.
All right, we are on the record in C20246055. Ma'am, can you state your name?
Now I heard 6055. That's what I heard. So there is another case. Interesting.
Yes, Shannon Walker. All right, thank you. Could you please stand and raise your right hand to be sworn in? Yes. All right, so it's my understanding you want to modify your injunction against harassment? Correct. I'd like to have...
Modify the injunction. Modify the injunction. Modify the 6055 injunction, which means that there's another video, there's another audio of the 6055. Where's that? What happened to that? This is the 55. She said it's sealed. She says in this audio that it's sealed. Why am I listening? How am I listening to it? How am I listening to it? There's another audio. Where's the other audio? Where's the other audio? Where's the 6055 audio where she attests to the facts that gave this man an injunction, that put an injunction against this man, that led to his arrest, that led to his freedom being taken away? Where's the record? Where's the public record? Because what we listened to here, there was nothing in the record that there was nothing. She attested to no facts. They said, oh, you're just attesting to this other stuff? Well, what's this other stuff? Let's go back and listen. Oh, you can't listen. It's the secret court is taking care of the secret people from the University of Arizona. We got to protect our own. It doesn't matter what the law is. It doesn't matter what the law is. We do whatever the fuck we want.
My two minor children completely removed from it. I had hoped that maybe they could be listed just as minors, but because I do not believe they can, I do not want their names, their birth dates shared with the defendant.
And keep their fucking names off the public record, Shannon. God damn, you're dumb.
That it? Yes, that would be it. That would be great.
It'd be great if I could just get some special treatment, these special privileges, if you could just extend them to me. Bro, they do whatever they want, wherever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want. It's not unique to Arizona. It's not unique to Kansas, to Florida, to anything. Alright. That's that. So, there's another audio. They won't release it to me. I put in the request. I've narrowed down the day. They're playing games with the public record. Oh, I'm gonna keep digging. We're gonna keep digging. Shannon Walker is not going to get away. Shannon Walker is not going to get away with this. I have no intention of letting her get away with it. Lane certainly has no intention of letting her get away with it. And I think that there's a sizable portion of the viewing audience that feels the same way and that doesn't let these people skate on these things. So there's her email. She never answers her phone number, but she's got a voicemail. She's got a new job. She's not. She's no longer in charge of special projects. After the last special project blew up in their face, the special project of trying to railroad Lane Myers, that one blew up. So they gave her a new job. She's not in that one anymore. She's now the director of development. Mark. Yeah, that's. It sounds like I've got basically one more thing that I can do, request wise. But they do whatever they want, right? It probably will take Lane subpoenaing the record, but at the same time, he's already put in the notice of appeal. I'm sure he's already begun working on the appeal. This probably is important to, a procedural aspect of that, but I don't know that any of that matters to the basis of the injunction, why an injunction should be granted in a situation where it's, first, everything was legit, and then second of all, you work for the government, you work for the University of Arizona, public scrutiny. You're open to public scrutiny. So, Dave, I'm not sure if you didn't see, but yeah, we learned that lesson. We learned that lesson for sure. As soon as I found out there was a court hearing on December 26th, I put in a request, and it sounds like that's the court's intention. The court's intention is to live stream the proceeding. So, hell yeah. They're all plea bargain attorneys. That's none of them are built to litigate. So few of them are built to litigate. You know what I mean? All right. Coming up on 2 hours. That's a long time for me to be streaming. I appreciate everybody coming in. Coming in and hanging out. And I've got a video coming out tomorrow morning, and hopefully I've got some good news late tomorrow morning. Hopefully we get a favorable ruling, and I'm not carted off to the dungeon myself. So yeah, appreciate everybody being here, and I'll catch you on the next one. This is a public